Hello everyone, and this is a Descent Journeys in the Dark 2nd edition, strategies and tactics. Right, let's get this out of the way. And this is going to be for the class of the Thief. Going to be interesting because I quite like the Scout classes. They're really fun and seem to be a lot more in-depth than any other classes there is available. So let's start what you actually get with the Thief. You get some throwing knives. It's a ranged weapon, however, with an ability that when attacking a monster adjacent, well, that's going to come up a lot, isn't it? The adjacent monsters attacking. Trust me on that. You get the Lucky Charm, something that you can actually get from a Act 1 shop class, I believe, but with this you actually get it. So reroll an attribute test, not so bad. And then you've got the skill Greedy, which takes 1 stamina. Now scouts tend to have like the most staminas that's available to them, so nice. And it's a search token within 3 spaces of you, so it's literally move a little closer, do that, and then continue on moving, and then with your next action you could do whatever you want. So what do you actually get? Well, what could you actually buy with your experience points? Well, let's start with something sneaky. Haha, it was kind of a pun. It's not, no. Anyway, so with this, 1 heart damage on attacks monsters, that's against monsters that did not have a line of sight at you at the start of your turn. Well, the idea is to try and be behind 2 other people that's in a corridor. If it's just 2 heroes, this card isn't going to be useful. Okay, it could be useful if the monsters are quite slow. But if that's the case, that means you're going to be running towards the monsters, and then the Overlord will get his turn, and then it's your turn, and you'll be running away. So, but with that, you get to exhaust the card just to open and close the door without an action. So you always get at least 2 actions when you open or close a door. So, which makes this card a little bit more handy. However, how many doors are actually available? There's a few. It's in about the right places. Good ones to have, especially when I talk about 3 or 4 heroes. 2 heroes, not so much. Although it still depends on the other kinds of heroes that's available. If there's like a, like say 2 mages and a healer, then yeah, this isn't going to go quite well. So that's a good one to have, but it still depends on the other players. The other one is Appraisal. Yay, you get to draw a search card and you can discard it and get a new card, of course, and there's not even a stamina point thing there. That's the thing. It's not too bad because it's like if you got like 2 healers or so, then I'm trying to get comfortable. If it's got like 2 healers and you draw a health potion, then it's like get rid of that and try and draw something else. Hopefully get that treasure chest. Everyone wants that treasure chest. But I'd still go for it anyway. It's not top priority, but still. Let's have a look at the other last one more pointer. The dirty tricks. It's 1 stamina. That's fine. But what does it do? You perform an attack with a melee or bladed weapon. So really, you're going to be adjacent to a monster. And you do 1 heart, it's stunned. Just like that. Just like that. It does take an action, but then it's an attack. I mean, wow. That's amazing. Get. Oh, that's a bit too close to the camera. Oh no. But yeah, definitely get that. But what else is available? Let's go for the next up. The ones that cost 2 experience points. This is Tumble. It's 1 stamina. Ooh, it must be good, eh? So you exhaust that, and you can move through enemy figures. Yay! Or is it? Now, the thing about this one is it's like you could put yourself in danger, but at the same time you could get to heroes' objective tokens quite quickly, because the Overlord should be quite cunning enough to go, I'm going to block your path, and you just do this, I don't care. And you're just laughing and laughing. And then you get trapped. However, if you get trapped, that means the Overlord's trying to pay more attention to you, and that means the other heroes are going to get a lot more closer to their goal. So yeah, definitely a good one, especially if the Overlord is trying to get to their objective tokens, if there is one. This will help you try and prevent him from doing it. Well, him or her, sorry. So definitely get. Another one is the Unseen, which takes 2 stamina. It better be good. I'm a ... to this one because it's the exhaust card, and the monsters must spend a surge to hit you. So in other words, it's the Shadow Dragon. You become like a Shadow Dragon. So you can use Tumble and the Unseen, but you're spending 3 stamina just for spending that. So you've got 2 with that and 1 with Tumble. Sure, it could keep you alive if you've got the necessary stamina that you can have, then I'd say go for it. However, like I said, I'm a bit ... with that. I'm not too sure. It's not good and it's not bad, so it's that. The third one, I was about to say, second one, how dare I, is the Caltrops. The Caltrops. Which is 1 stamina. And what it is, it's like you exhaust this card and test the that kind of attribute test. The awareness, I think it was called. And this is when a monster moves into your space. Pass the test, the monster suffers 1 damage and is immobilized. Thing is, if a monster is coming towards you, I don't think it cares if it becomes immobilized or not. And if it has reach, it doesn't care about that either. Really, I think it's a pointless one to have, unless the creature may have about 1 health left, so you could kill it in their turn. That's the only good useful thing about it, is to kill creatures with 1 health left that's coming towards you or trying to go past you. Good against anything that's got Scamper, but that's so far just the Goblin Archers and the Kobolds. That's I'd leave that one behind. But now we're on to the more expensive skills. Yay for expensiveness. Right. Bushwhack. It's 1 stamina, which is nice. And you exhaust a card on your turn to attack a monster that is the only monster in your line of sight. So with this, it's like you either want to go first or last. So it's like, of course, if you go first and there's only 1 monster about, and other people go, I want to go first and I want to go second, and then you go fine. That could actually lead to your downfall, because they could actually leave it up a wide open path for monsters to actually see you. So they could kill a creature, and then they could fail killing another creature, which leads to your line of sight. So you can't kill another creature that's also in your line of sight, because you can only have 1. So with that, I'll say you want to go first or last, just so you could get that attack in a free attack. Nice, because it's not a skill action. It's just literally exhaust it and you attack with it, because it doesn't require an action, just for 1 stamina. So after that, you've got 2 other actions. What are you going to use that on? Maybe moving and searching, or double move, or move through people to attack another enemy, perhaps. The other one is Lurk, which takes 1 stamina. And yeah, you get a search action and you get brown dice. Please note, it does say during your turn to perform a search action, this does not require action. So you when you want to do a search action, you do that instead, and well, you get the search card, if it is a search card type of thing, and you get a brown defense dice, and then you still got 2 other actions to do whatever you want, and it's only 1 stamina. How awesome is that? Awesome card, must get. So I think the Thief is pretty good. Well, what cards could actually help you? Well, let's have a look through Act 1 shop cards, hey? First things first, the Halberd. Because, let's face it, you want Blade. What was it again? Because you want... Oh, jeez. Oh, dear. I forgot it. Yeah, Blade or Melee, because you want to be using this, the Dirty Tricks. Alright. Because, let's face it, this is too awesome. You always want to have a blade on a melee weapon. And because this is a blade weapon, it also has reach as well. You can't go wrong with it. What else do we have that's available that you should try and find? How about the Mana Weave? Yeah, exhaust a card to add a surge to your results. Let's face it, why would you not want to do that? Another one is the Thief's Vest. You gain just a few very nice attribute increases, and also a brown dice. just to keep you trying to get you alive a little bit more better. How about the flash powder? Yeah, test your awareness. And if you pass, one monster adjacent to you is stunned. And you can move up to your speed as well. Nice. An action to do your awareness, stun a creature, and move in one action. How's that? That's really, really useful for a thief, because you want to get in close, but you also want to get those search tokens as well. Another good one is the Serpent Dagger. Yeah, if the target is poisoned, and that's what you really want to do. You want to poison the target with the double surge. Very nice, especially if you're going against monsters that are the only ones in your line of sight. Yeah. An Iron Shield, just to try and protect yourself a bit more better, just in case. Unless you got a two-hand weapon, then ignore. Elven Boots, to get your movement up a bit more better, because you always want to get to wherever you want to go quite quickly, especially if you want to move through monsters and all that. Shield of Light, just heal you if you could. You know, you always want to protect yourself a lot more better if you're behind enemy lines. Chainmail, but only if your speed is 4 or less, which it shouldn't be less. I don't think there is a thief that has a movement of 3. A thief, I mean a scout. It's always seems to be either 5 or 4, and if it's 5, do not get. If it's 4, then you could get easily. Nice. Another one is the Heavy Cloak. Look for that, especially if you're behind enemy lines, to cancel enemy surges. Another one is a Blade. Yeah, you know, the Steel Broadsword. Trusty Steel Broadsword. What more could you ask for? Better stuff. That's what you could ask for. The Ring of Power, giving you an extra stamina. I picked this one because you do tend to use a little bit more stamina than others. It's like it's not 100% necessary to try and find one of these, but it's still not bad to have just in case. And the last one is, well, the good old leather armor, giving you extra health and brown dice. How nice is that? So what are you going to be looking for in Act 2 though? How about a Steel Greatsword, which is a blade? Remember, that's the kind of stuff that you're looking for. Blade and melee weapons. Two-hand weapon, so you're going to be doing a bit of hurt. Another one is the Cloak of Deception. Yeah, test your awareness. If you pass, you're not affected by the attack. Yeah, but only if you've rolled a blank on any defense dice. So if you've got a brown defense dice somewhere in there, you're going to be laughing. Your Demon Hide Leather, giving you a grey dice. However, if you do perform 2 move actions, you're going to suffer a stamina. Oh no, not suffer a stamina. Scouts tend to have the most stamina, so that should be fine. And one is the Iron Claws. Check that out. Yeah, a blue and 2 yellow. If you manage to get 3 surges. Nice. How about an elven cloak? Yeah, exhaust that after running defense dice and replace the shields equal to your awareness. Scouts have high awarenesses. An iron-bound ring, giving you more health. And, well, additional shield bonuses. If you roll 1 or more blank saves. Look out for that. Like I said, if you're going behind enemy lines, that's the kind of stuff that you're after. A heavy steel shield would also be nice, as long as both hands are free. Well, one hand is free at least. Scale Mail. It's another grey. And you could suffer stamina to add a brown dice. So that when it's talk about all the other stuff requires that if you roll any armor dice that's blank, then that's a good one to go for. How about the black iron helm, giving you more health, and additional armor bonus. Always nice to have more health. Like I said, behind enemy lines, that's what you need. And Shroud of Dust, just to get all your attributes up 1, because of the evil overlord is going to be playing some cards against you because you're going to be behind enemy lines. Unless you don't actually become behind enemy lines, then you could probably ignore that one. Anyway. And of course the Rage Blade. It's a one-hand weapon, so you could do quite a bit of damage with that, because you can add an additional green power dust if you already attacked. Well, there you have it. That is the Thief. I quite like the Thief because they're quite nice. Yeah, that's it really. Although there are still other classes. Until next time.